Right then. Last time we did talk a bit about the history of my backgrounds and stuff. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But I'd like to analyze a few things here. As you can probably see, we have Rin here, Sakura here, and of course Saber here. And as we all know, Saber is love, Saber is life, and all that. Yes. Of course, what is happening over here? 3 characters over there, standing, doing things. Now of course, Rin over there just wants to play. Sakura is doing something, we don't know. And I don't know, somehow it looks like that Saber is a bit annoyed to the viewer of the image, as it's distracting her from the food. You know, food is important. Then of course some odd things with drawings. There's a line here that annoys me greatly. This one line over here, don't know if you can see it, but and of course this area here looks a bit odd to me as well. Now then, the fact that the eye and this one is Oya, and a bit this one too, they are layered on top of everything else, so there's a few hairs that should clearly be in front of the eye. I am being told that it's common to have the eye on top of everything else. I don't get it. It seems to me that the eyebrows also look a bit odd around here and here and here. And of course these white things in the eyes, what are they? I don't get it. Of course there's some great aesthetics. It actually took me a while to notice that there's a hair here, and also this one here, all these various pieces of hair, and of course this interesting piece over here. What annoys me to the great end is that the hairstyle with Rin is a bit off. Wears all the ribbons and stuff, or what have you. Of course Sakura has her ribbon here, but Saber doesn't have. Why is it missing? And of course the sun location, it to me doesn't make sense. As you can see, the light spots are in the right side in here and here, but on the left side in here. So where is the sun? This doesn't make sense. I mean, here's an obvious shadow that would indicate that the sun is coming from way over way over there, the top right. Somewhat it's annoying. And some clothing aesthetics. I like, you know, probably. Oh wait, you may not know this, but well, I'll tell it now to all of you that I like swimsuits. You know, these are pretty good. What's seen here? They cover a good amount, which is good. It leaves stuff to your imagination. It is an aesthetical factor that if it would be a less covering, it would look a bit odd. Also, if the breast sizes, if they would be a bit bigger or a lot bigger, it would also look a bit odd. That looks pretty good, what's seen over there. And unlike what's seen above the camera viewpoint, there's a poster of a woman in a swimsuit, you know, and those large breasts, it makes it look a bit odd. Also the fact that the swimsuit it does not cover some things and some spots at all. Now, from what I've observed, the breast sizes here actually seem to be a bit off, especially these here, and to some extent these, I think. But we don't see, in fact, these properly, which is an annoyance of mine. But they seem to be pretty accurate from what I've seen. Also some interesting aesthetics, O-ring top, bit fancy. It's an interesting design here. We don't know much about the stuff in here, and I don't know if it's just me or something, but they look at the viewer, right? So if we look at one point from a certain angle, to me it looks like Sakura is either looking at the viewer or Rin's breasts. Got that smug smile. And you know, we don't even know where her hands are. Yes, they could be behind her back and all that, but how do we know that other one of those hands are not? You get the idea. It's unlikely with Saber too, knowing that the arm is here. It goes down. It's an interesting pose here. It's a slight bend. I wonder about this top. It seems to be a tube of some sort. As it goes around the back, you can see a bit here. And of course there's a string here and here. From both sides. It could be that I'm wrong, I don't know the artist's intentions, but anyway. And these side ties, they are pretty interesting too. That's in fact one thing I would change, Saber's orientation. For obvious reasons. At least they should be obvious. And perhaps this neck part here, if you look at it, you'll see that it's a bit odd. The head is way too high. And of course this freaking line. But yes. It's interesting that all the details one can notice when one stares at it. You know, I've been staring at this for years, so it's pretty interesting to me to analyze that. Now that I noticed there's a shadow here. Or is it just that the orientations of everything is a bit odd here? But no, this light shouldn't be here. I can sort of see why this would be lighter and this part, but this? No way, man. Here's light areas, here's light areas. I can see these making a bit of sense, but this over here, it doesn't make sense. Whoa, stop it.